Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial. I've never done it before, but I'm going to be using my favorite things from that specific brand. So today I'm going to be using all products from Urban Decay, with the exception of, I believe, blush, mascara, and brow products. Yeah, but everything else will be Urban Decay. I got this idea because I realized recently I have been loving a bunch of Urban Decay products. I was like, you know what? Let me just show you guys all of my specific favorite Urban Decay products and we'll do a little toot. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do here is conceal. Y'all know I love the Urban Decay All-Nighter Concealer. It is my jam. I have my new shade here in Dark Warm, and I'm going to go ahead and conceal up under my eyes. I like to start in the corner and then blend it out because this is a highly pigmented, very concentrated concealer. I believe I've featured this concealer plenty of times. I know it was in my waterproof tutorial. I believe I've mentioned it in favorites before. It's just a really good concealer. I enjoy it a lot. Then I am going to take a little bit of my shade in Dark Golden here just to brighten it up just a touch. This is totally unnecessary. I bought Dark Warm because I felt like Dark Golden was going to be too light for me and I'm running out of it. So Dark Warm is going to be more so for my summertime shade. And this concealer does set itself in place, so you do not have to go in heavy with a lot of setting powder. I'm going to take the yellow powder from the Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette. I feel like this is a product that is very underrated. Not gonna lie, I forgot it. I was going through my stuff and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I like that a lot. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this yellow powder here and I'm just going to set that up under the eyeballs. Boom. And then I don't want anything super heavy today, so I'm going to go in with some powder foundation. This is not a Urban Decay product, so I'm just going to put this on really quick. It's just some MAC mineralized skin finish. Next, to keep everything matte and from getting oily, I'm going to use the All-Nighter waterproof setting powder. I love this. If you guys have not seen, again, my waterproof tutorial, you need to check this out. This is bomb. It helps control the oil for a very long time. Thoroughly impressed with this product, and as you can see, I am going in with it like I'm not being shy, and I am not getting a white chalky looking face. However, be careful with this if you plan on doing flash photography, because I did, when I tested out, I got a little bit of a flash. So just make sure you go back over it with something like a mineralized skin finish just to throw some color back to your skin. Because a lot of times when you get flashback, it's just simply because it's not necessarily the powder sometimes. It's just because you went in with too much powder, and that's just the way it reflects in photography. Boom. Okay, next up, I'm going to go into this lighter shade here from the Shapeshifter palette, and I'm going to use that as my contour bronzer shade, if you will. Where's my brush? There's my brush. And also on the flip side of this, there are creams. So if you want to contour, correct, highlighting, and then a shimmery highlighter there too. Super convenient, especially if you are someone who's traveling. And as you can see, using this lighter shade here, it is very dark. In the pan, it doesn't look like it would show up, but once you get it on the skin, it is on. I'm so mad I forgot about this palette. It was just hiding in one of my little drawers, and I was like, oh yeah. Severely underrated product. And I like this one too because it doesn't pop off too red on me either. I feel like a lot of bronzers, well, contour powders. It's okay if a bronzer pops off a little red, but I feel like a lot of the contour powders pop off red. I prefer mine to be neutral. I don't want it cool tone, absolutely not. I mean, if I have to pick one, I would definitely go more so with a redder undertone because that whole gray just doesn't look good, but this one is fairly neutral. And I like that. And I like that it's not too pigmented. I feel like some contour powders are a little too pigmented. I don't like to go in, I don't like it when it's too pigmented. I'd rather take my time and build up on the product versus you put it on and boom, it's just straight up pigment on your face. Then you're sitting there left with a lot of product to try to blend out. Next, I'm gonna throw on some blush. I don't have an Urban Decay blush. I don't think, when I was looking for an Urban Decay blush, I didn't see one that would suit my skin tone. So I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Sun Power. Then we're gonna throw on some highlight. And we're going to use just, this is a really, really pretty pinky shimmery shade. So pretty. It's gold, but it's got a little bit of a pink ship and it's not too much. And I've been having really good skin days. It's like, yes, thank you, Lord. Skincare is popping. Nutrition is on point. All right, so I'm back. I have on eyeshadow, and look, y'all, we're wearing lashes today. So for eyeshadow base, we're gonna be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Caffeine. I have been loving this eyeshadow primer. You guys know I am not 100% sure if, you know, face primers really work. However, I can speak for eyeshadow primers, and this one in particular is so good. It is so matte on the lids. I have very oily lids, so if you are someone who has oily lids and your eyeshadow just crease all the time, check out the Urban Decay Shadow Potions because this one is bomb. And of course, if you are my skin tone or deeper, get the shade Caffeine because it is a tanner, deeper tone, and it just works really well. Then I always take my finger and I like to blend up just a little bit. Awesome. And then for eyeshadow, we are going to be using the Urban Decay Beached Eyeshadow Palette. I think this has probably been the most exciting eyeshadow palette for me for the summer. For a long time, I was not inspired by any eyeshadow palettes, which is heartbreaking because I love eyeshadow. But when I saw this one, when Trend Mood posted it, I was like, finally, something I'm into. I love the blues, the greens, the oranginess, the red. Those are my tones. So, and it's cute, it's super compact, it's easy for me to travel with because over the summertime, you know, go to the beach, go home and visit, and this will definitely be my go-to summer palette. All right, so first shade we're gonna get into here is the shade Daybreak, and it is this orangey tone here, and I am going to put this right on in the crease. And I want to make sure that I am pulling it out a touch bit further. Leaving my eye open, looking straight ahead. I want to make sure that when my eye is open, the color is showing, so I'm taking it up a little bit further. Next up, grabbing a flat shader brush, we're gonna go in with this shade called Wedge here. It's like a dark brown tone with a little bit of reflex in there, and this is going to go on the outer corner, and I'm just going to pack this on. This shade does have some fallout, so make sure that you tap it off, as you should do with all shimmer metallic tones. And then wiping off that same flat brush, the next shade that we're gonna go in with here is Heat Wave. It's kind of like this reddish coppery tone here. And then this is just gonna go right next to Wedge. And I like to go over it just a little bit just to make sure that we're blending it out and we don't have any harsh lines. These shadows stack well on top of each other and they blend out well. Like I said, I don't remember which video it was. Oh yeah, I was just talking about affordable versus high-end eyeshadows. I am not a fan of Urban Decay's permanent eyeshadows. That's just more so like with the Naked, all three of the Nakeds. I do like the Naked Heat, but just I have found that their shadows that seem to be permanent for some reason, I don't think they're all that great, but whatever they come out that's limited edition, I love. Don't know if there's any rhyme or reasoning or riddle to that, but I just kind of find it really weird that I feel like the limited edition shadows work better. Alright, so Heat Wave is packing on. Wipe it off my brush again, and then after Heat Wave, we're going to go in with 16th Street. And it's just this gold tone here. Excuse my nails, got to get those done soon. And 16th Street has a little bit more fallout too. It's a little bit more chunkier. And then I'm not going to take this all the way into the inner corner, because I want to leave some space for my next shade. Slightly going over Heat Wave, that way we can make sure that it's blended. Then switching back over to my MAC 224 brush to blend those out and sweep up into the crease a little. Then I'm going to grab a pencil brush and we're going to go in with Salt Blaze. And that's gonna go right in the inner corner. This shade shocked me because it just looks like a lighter gold tone, but it's got a little bit of a paint reflex to it, which I thought was cool. And then I'm gonna put this in the inner corner, but I'm also gonna sweep it up into the crease a little bit. And then I'm gonna take Salt. And I'm gonna pop that right on the inner corner there and do the same thing with Salt. I'm just gonna pull it up. I'm not gonna take Salt as high. I just feel like that really opens it up. Looks really pretty. All right, then for the bottom lash line, well, waterline, I'm gonna go in with Double Dipped. And this is like a nice teal color. And I wanna get this as close and as tight to the waterline as I can. Let's see if I can stay in focus while I do this. And then up underneath it, we're gonna go in with Plunge. So yeah, I've used every shade in here, cool. Plunge is deeper. Plunge is more like a seafoam green. And I'm just gonna put Plunge right on up under. So we had Double Dip directly in the waterline, and then Plunge is just gonna go up under it. And I'm not taking Plunge all the way to the inner corner. I'm gonna stop it, yeah, right before I get to the inner corner. Then I wanna take Salt one more time. And I'm gonna dip in and tap a lot off and just on the brow bone. Then on the other side of my brush, I'm gonna turn it over and I just want a little bit of a highlight on the brow bone there that we can further blend out with finger if need be. And then I'm going to take Salt again and come down in the inner tear duct. And then I'm going to take my 224, go back with Daybreak, that shade. Yeah, Daybreak is the only matte. So if you're someone who needs a ton of matte shades, you might not be into that. All the other shades are shimmery. Daybreak is basically all I need for a transition, so I'm good with that. And this shade does not have any black. This palette does not have any black or brown shades. However, I think I'm totally good with that, being that it is more of a summer beachy palette. And then I am going to go back in with Plunge and just kind of flick out a little bit here. Alright, so I am going to put on some mascara, lashes, then we'll come back for the lips. Okay, so we have the eye look on and I am loving it. It's weird with these lashes. These are the Ardell 110, my favorite lashes when I do wear them, and I'm feeling it. Alright, so let's get these lips on. First, I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay De-Slick spray, and this is just a makeup setting spray to help control the oil. I am all here for it. I do like this one a lot. This is a good one, especially if you're oily. Check it out. And then last but not least, this is probably my second favorite thing out of the Urban Decay stuff that I've been using recently. This was an unexpected product I had no intentions on buying. You know how sometimes online products just don't look that appetizing, so to speak, and then you actually go to the store, you touch it, you feel it, you see it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's bomb. Well, that is what this is. This is the Urban Decay Naked Beach, still their Naked Beach line, in the shade 100 Degrees. Love this color. It is sheer, so you can easily build it up without any problems. I love the color. I love that it's not opaque, because when I think of like summer colors, I want them to be light. I want them to feel good on the lips. I don't want them opaque. I want them to be easy to put on, and that is exactly what this is. Boom. And this can be paired with color. It can be paired with neutral. You can do a lot with this. I think it's just the perfect, almost like a fruity color for your nice summer look. Alright, so that is going to complete the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. Down below, let me know some of your favorite Urban Decay products that you like to use. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.